My name is Nicole Landry, and I've been a parishioner here at Christ the Redeemer for a little over, well, it's close to 4 years. And I am a teacher by trade. My career, I'm a high school teacher. I've always had a love for the youth. I also, let me just backtrack, I do have 2 kids. I love my children, Zachary and Madeline, and just landed here. Moved to Thibodaux and ended up finding Christ the Redeemer. So this is where I'm at right now. I think just me saying yes, because my heart was open and I accepted the graces that have just fallen upon me, and the graces that have fallen upon the people that were around me, my team, has been so incredible. I never anticipated that. So being that mentor, saying yes, graces, they're just abounding, just beautiful. And not only with me in my spiritual life, which I never even thought that would have been the case, because my focus is just the teens, right? Getting them closer to Jesus, right? Well, little did I know that my journey to Jesus was intensified. So I think that, that was a wow factor for me. I didn't anticipate that at all. And when it happened, I look back at it and I okay, God, I hear ya. The yes that's part of the journey, is my journey too, not just the youth's journey. Discernment, prayer. Oh, if you struggle in prayer, which I think, the busyness of life, and that's what happens in life, that the distractions, and I think this whole focus of youth formation, the focus that we have to place them at the point of where we need to meet them, it kind of that's where I'm focused. But then it's oh wow, God, you really took me places in prayer with this. It opened a whole new door with just the ability to just put everything in God's hands. My yes was in his hands a little bit at first. I was kind of holding back, what did I just do? I'm a teacher that has a really crazy schedule right now. This is not, I don't have time and space for this. I really don't. But my heart was yes, I love him. I love him. I know I love Jesus and I love the youth. So the whole thing was just opening my eyes and placing myself in prayer and discernment and saying, Jesus, this is for you. This is this yes, and everything that all that was wiped away when I look back at it, because that yes, through the prayer of discernment with a group, oh my gosh, the team becomes your family. Yes, definitely. God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the call. And I know, and I knew, and I've always known that I've loved the youth. So basically, just the idea of jumping into this, it was just a full grace to be able to, at the beginning though, like I had said previously, it was anxiety, that your life is so busy, and I'm divorced, and I'm I've got my kids, I've got to spend the time that I need with them. I can't disperse my time. What am I doing? But man, God is greater than us. God is greater than I get emotional because God does things that when you say yes, it's just gonna happen. And I look back at the whole thing and I'm there is not one time out of all that, after saying yes and whew, what did I do? Oh my gosh, I really committed to this. I don't really know if I could do the 110% that I want to do. But then looking back at the whole picture, the grace, he just subdued that. It was just, I can't even look on a day, a Sunday, whatever day we were prepping to say, hey, I couldn't handle this. God literally walked side by side with me the whole entire time. And I just think God, I thank God that's how big he is. He walks with you, and you don't have to be afraid. Be not afraid. He will get you through. That's how he works. So the yes, I keep saying the yes, but the yes, when you say yes to him, he is like, I got you covered. And he did. And that's the grace. So all the anxieties and the fears and things that you don't think you have time, I didn't have time, but God made it for me. Because it's for his glory. It's done for him, and he will make a way. I think that's a great question. That was that was tugging my heart a lot throughout, like, I don't really know. I mean, being like I'm divorced, I don't have someone back there to watch them, and I don't want them to suffer in the fact that I, attention and what they need from me, their mother, because that's my first job. I want to be the best that I can be. And I sat with them and I spoke with them, and they know my love for Jesus. They know their love for Jesus. And we spoke about it. We sat down, and that's the best thing is communication, is to sit there and speak about what's on your heart. I mean, that's what a lot of people don't have the time. They don't make the time to just, convey their feelings. So it's like speaking to my children, and I sat them down, and they're like, Mama, you love Jesus. And you smile every time you're around, people and the teens, and we know how you feel, Mom, and this is what, it's okay. And they just supported me, and even when, I made sure that they were, had taken care of, and it just all worked out. Like I said, God is bigger than us. It's the first step of you desiring to watch this video is, I think God is calling you. So if you're watching me speak or the other people speak, listen to, open your heart. It's the hardest thing for us to say yes, and the world just gets crazy, but I'm telling you, when you put God as your center, everything's gonna work out. We complicate it, right? That's how the world does, likes to complicate things. God is just gonna center you. You revolve your world around him, and saying yes to this. So I'm just asking, because it's enriching. It's spiritually enlightening. I'm telling you, I could beg you, but I'm just going to tell you that, and I'll pray for all of you that are out there thinking about this, because it's been, challenging. It has, but I guarantee you it's a good challenge. If it's a challenge that's going to take me closer to Jesus and my kids closer, because they know I'm closer. If I'm closer, they're closer. So the whole thing, don't let fear, don't let anxiety, don't let those things hold you back. Let God center you and take you to a place that is beautiful.